Good evening, everyone. I'm CHRISTIE. The semester hasn't even started yet, but damage is already being done on the SU Hill. Hundreds of first-year students seen partying, not social distancing, some not wearing masks last night on the quad. The News Channel 9 team's been hearing from students, the university, county and city leaders getting their reaction to the large gathering last night. News Channel 9's Andrew Donovan hearing from the Onondaga County executive this afternoon. We're going to start off our coverage with Nicole Somavilla. She's been on the campus all day. Nicole, let's hear what the university had to say about this big party last night.
Yeah, it certainly was. And the university released a statement from the vice chancellor earlier this morning with a scathing message saying the damage from last night may have been enough to completely close the campus. People still today are out on the quads. They are more so following those social distancing guidelines, though. We'll show you the video from last night that has all of these people, the students themselves, the university, so many people asking questions about how this could even happen. Some people told me today there were at least 100 people there. Now, keep in mind the safety pledge that students were asked to sign limits their social gatherings to fewer than 25 people. Part of the statement from the school says those students may have even jeopardized their ability to stay on campus and have that residential experience. I'll read you now part of the message from the vice chancellor. It says, quote, even more selfish and unsettling is how the actions of those students willfully undercut the efforts of those who have worked tirelessly over the summer to set the conditions for the continuation of residential learning. Now, students, even some parents I've spoken with on the campus this afternoon moving their child in, they're all seemingly disappointed. They say they sympathize with those students, but they are hopeful that they've learned their lesson.
I was very disappointed and just embarrassed for the behalf of the freshman class.
I think that last night it got to a point where it didn't have to, just because, you know, we're right next to the DPS's office, basically, and they weren't able to stop it, at least for a long time. So.
The mayor has also released this statement calling the gathering unacceptable and irresponsible. The mayor saying, quote, neither the university nor the city will allow this kind of behavior to roll back the progress that we've made. Now, tonight, DPS is investigating. They're looking at surveillance video, trying to figure out who those students were in the video. And if they do figure them out, they will be given the code of conduct, which says that students who host a party or gathering could be faced with possible suspension. News Channel 9's Andrew Donovan is also live for us tonight. He was at the county's briefing, the executive's briefing this afternoon, where this incident also came up. Andrew, what's his stance?
Nicole, it not only came up, it seemed to dominate the conversation, because any kind of outbreak on the university and all these students coming from so many areas are what could threaten Central New York's local progress with defeating coronavirus. The county executive was briefed on the investigation at Syracuse University, and he's been involved in the reopening plans from the very beginning. What the county executive, though, estimates is only saving these students right now is the fact that they were all tested twice before being allowed on campus. That's protocol before anyone is allowed to move onto campus, and everyone who actually made it that far tested negative twice. But because large gatherings are still so risky, especially without distancing and masks, the county executive is not happy.
So the university is going to have to step up their game. If these gatherings are happening in the community, essentially our law enforcement and some of the teams we have will deal with it. But overall, it's, you know, knucklehead central to do this on your first or second night on campus, right in the middle of everybody, for everybody to see.
You heard the county executive say that the university has to step up its game coming up at 6. We'll tell you what the county executive had to say in terms of asking the university administration to up its patrols on campus, surveillance to make sure these parties stopped. But the county executive does give credit to the university's administration, saying they've invested millions of dollars in testing, mainly to bring back students safely. He hopes just a few of them don't ruin it for not only everyone on campus, but everyone in Central New York. Live in Syracuse, Andrew Donovan, News Channel 9.